I once heard a story about a young boy, and this boy, he was walking along a beach, and on this beach there were hundreds of thousands of starfish that had washed ashore. And this boy, he was picking up each starfish and he was throwing it back into the sea. An old man stopped him and he asked, "Why bother? There are hundreds of thousands of starfish on this beach. You can't possibly save all of them." And in response, the young boy picked up another starfish, threw it back into the sea, and said,
"It mattered to that one." We're not here to change the world. We're here to change the world of one human being. We're here to mentor people within a community and not leave them on their own. We don't have to be a CEO of a high-flying company. We just have to be us. It only takes a moment to make a difference to someone else's life. So why can't that moment be with someone who needs it? I run events within Kent that allow kids to just play around with electronics and computing. I've had many kids come back to me and say that apparently I'm an inspiration, and that's how I measure the success of my events.
I go into schools and I speak with kids about all of the different careers available to them within tech. You don't have to be a coder or a data scientist. You can do data viz, or you can work in communications. There's many different ways into the tech industry. You don't just have to take the traditional route. I certainly didn't. I started off studying medicine. Halfway through my course, I decided it wasn't for me. So I left, and I spent, give or take, a year working in event management and experiential marketing. After that, I ended up in an architect's in their marketing team. And from there, kind of fell into the tech industry. Now I work in a communications team for a data science company. You don't have to take a traditional route to get into tech. You don't necessarily need to take an academic route.
I definitely did not take an academic route into the role that I am currently. I am currently a software engineer apprentice, and I went down the apprentice route because I like making stuff. I like fiddling stuff. Generally don't like blowing stuff up, but that does happen occasionally. Because of this, I then wanted to pass those skills on to other people, and that's why I started up my events. So I'm potentially living proof that going to university does not mean that you get a tech job. Although along the way I have had extreme prejudice from many people, including extreme bullying during my teenage years, because apparently I shouldn't be in tech because I'm female, from fellow females, which generally led to me feeling generally shit about life.
And Bethanie isn't alone. I once went for a job interview. I got really far. I was through to the final stage. And at each round, I kept getting really positive responses. In fact, they actually told me that the job was basically mine. I just had to speak to this one guy. And I went to speak to this one guy. I went to talk to him about how much I wanted the job. And he was like, "Yeah, I understand that. I understand you want the job. Have you perhaps considered secretary role?" Our experiences aren't unique. Sometimes, as women, we do feel like imposters in the tech industry. We feel like we don't deserve to be there. We don't deserve to have a seat in the boardroom. We don't deserve that promotion. We don't deserve that pay rise.
But whether you're male or female, you do deserve to be in tech. You have the right to be here. And as mentors, we like to reinforce that to next generation so that they don't have to go through the challenges that we've been through to stay in tech.
So to answer the question, how far can we go? We're going to go as far as we need to in order to make a difference.
by throwing one starfish back in the sea at a time.